Hey folks, how you doing? This is Wayne S. Pierce for the Wayne S. Pierce Show for the 24th of April 2014. I am so glad that you are listening to this. I wanted to give you an update. I just saw from the Pete Santilli Show, the live stream over at Ustream. Go over to Ustream and look for the Pete Santilli Show. He recorded Clive Bundy talking to the press and clearing up what the state-run media has spun, and they do that. Told you, the state-run media lies to you all the time. I don't care who they are. And I've got something to say about that here real soon. But Clive and Bundy came up straight up, right in their face, and said that he wants the Constitution to protect everyone's individual rights, no matter who they are. Now, that's the gist of what he said. You're going to have to go see it yourself, draw your own conclusion, and make up your own mind about it. But if you're stuck in this mindset that he and other patriots and other people who love the Constitution, want freedom, want liberty in this country, if you're one of those that are against that and think that people that are like that are racist, I guarantee you we will help you pack your bags and leave the country. Okay? My view of this whole thing is, racism thing is this. Racism is stupid. Okay? Go check your history as to where it came from. The name Trotsky comes to mind. Go look that one up. Now, about this Clive and Bundy thing, I support him. I support the freedom and liberty that he has. I support the liberty and freedom of anybody who is for America, for growing it, getting rid of the overreach of the tyrants out of Washington, D.C. I'm all for you. I will protect you as much as I possibly can. But if you're sitting there telling me that, looking at me and saying, oh, you're a patriot, you're one of those people, you're what? Excuse me, one of those what? Oh, you're one of those people that want freedom and liberty, and you're on the right, and you're racist and all that. Really? You're going to go there? You're going to go there. Well, first of all, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't mind repeating myself because I want people to understand exactly what it is I am and how it is I am. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not racist. I have friends of every race, creed, and religion that you can think of. So get that whole idea out of your head that you think you're right. You're not. You're wrong. You always have been wrong about me personally, period. About this whole thing about the state-run media, let me tell you this, and I'm going to be straight with you. I have taken journalism. I have looked at every aspect of journalism that I could to be able to do what I do, or even back then and even now, better than I did yesterday. You know, you're always trying to be better. You're always trying to be, on top of things. You're not always right. I understand that. I know how it is. But if I'm not right, I'm not going to report it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to discuss it until I get all the information that I need to assess what has been said and to make the judgment myself as to how well this information can be put out. Okay? I'm not going to say anything, basically, if I can't find all the information that's factual, okay, and as accurate as I possibly can get it. Now, with that in mind, the state-run media is a bunch of liars. They always have been. They always will be. They're bought off. They're paid off. That's just the way it is. End of sentence. I don't care who you are. Okay? Now, listening, reading the words from Glenn Beck, I don't want to say much more than to say that he's wrong, and I can prove it just by the video at the Pete Santilli Show on Ustream. So, who's right, who's wrong? I'm going to say this. My point is, state-run media lies. I don't care who you are. If you're on the fringes of the state-run media and you're trying to make a name for yourself away from all of that, and trust me, I don't care who you are. If you don't have the factual, accurate information, in other words, boots on the ground, and getting it yourself, then you don't know. Okay? Period. You don't. What I do is I read articles. I give you my opinion, but I also show you what's behind the scenes. If I don't know it all, I'm not going to tell you. If I don't know it all, I'm going to have you and hopefully encourage you go out and figure this stuff out yourself, hopefully. Now, about the state-run media. They're a bunch of crooks, liars, thieves. They spin everything a person says to suit their sponsors, to be, well, they have an agenda. They have an agenda, and that agenda literally is they're going to spin as much as they can to sell as much airtime or sell as many papers as they can. Okay? My whole point is this. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm not going to listen to them anymore. I'm not going to listen to CNN, Fox, MSN. I'm not going to listen to them anymore. None of them. Why? You see how frustrated I get when I even think about them? And I encourage you to turn your damn TVs off. You don't need to listen to them either, unless you go out and get the information yourself and journal it and put it down in a journal and let other people know, or take notes and ask questions and do your own research and investigation. Don't believe anything coming out of that state-run media, period. Don't. They're complete asshats. All of them. Okay? So, I'm going to say this. If you think, and I want to hear from you, seriously want to hear from you. I keep telling people, email me, and I never get any emails. So, I'm putting it out there right in your face. If you think that any patriots like myself who want freedom and liberty under the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, if you think I'm racist, I want to hear from you. I'm going to prove you wrong every step of the way, but I want you to tell me what you think. Okay? Free America Radio at USA.com. Free America Radio at USA.com. I saw the Clive and Bundy talk to the media at Pete Santilli Show on Ustream, and he spoke directly. It was live. He spoke directly to the press, and he literally said, or I'm not going to say literally, I heard him say that he wants, and these are my words, not his. You're going to have to go look at it and make your own, judgment on what he says, and interpret it any way you want, or spin it any way you want. But my impression of Mr. Clive Bundy is this. He's not a racist. He wants freedom and liberty for everybody, no matter who they are, white, black, Spanish, Native American, whatever. He wants freedom for everybody, and he spoke literally about freedom around the world. So this is a man with a big heart. And if anybody like Sean Hannity or Glenn Beck or anybody else doesn't see that, and cannot get their boots on the ground to go talk to this man individually, not on the phone, but go talk to this man, walk around his ranch, go see what he does, then those people are nothing but asshats. Got it? And anybody that looks at me or anybody else that wants freedom and liberty as a racist, I'm putting you in that asshat category. When I heard Cliven Bundy say and saw him say that he wanted freedom and for everybody, that the Constitution is there and it's for everybody, for each individual, he says, I'm looking at all those media people and saying, spin that one, asshats. Because you people out in the mainstream media, you people in the state-run media have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. You never have, you never will. You have an agenda. You put your what's the word? Your bosses tell you what to say. When they get the script from Media Matters and any other media outlet, any other media source in Washington, D.C., you are totally sold out to those people in Washington, D.C. Okay? Now, if you want to spin anything you want, any way you want, you go right ahead and do that. But I'll tell you this much. You ain't got the balls to stand up and ask the right questions for the right reasons, and I can bet you a penny none of you have the balls to go right up to Mr. Cliven Bundy's face or one of his sons and tell him or them how you really feel and to accuse them of something they are not. You won't be walking off of that ranch. You'll have 2 broken legs and be taken out of there in an ambulance. I think. But that's my view. That's my impression. If you came onto my ranch and started accusing me of something, yeah, I got a lot of land out there. Yeah, I'm just saying. You know? Nobody accuses me of something personally, and I've had this happen in my life already many, many times. I've been accused of being so many different things. Racist and prejudiced and this and that. Just accused of everything that you can think of. And I've turned around and proven to those people myself, and by the testimony of my other friends, I've proven to those people I am not what they think I am. Never have been, never will be. They get all pissed off at the fact that I shoved the truth in their face and they want nothing to do with me. They're asshats. They can go take a long walk off a short pier. I don't care. But anybody, my point is in this little rant here, my point about me is this. I'm going to support Cliven Bundy. If I was down there now, oh yeah. Whatever he needs done on that ranch, I'm going to help his sons out, do whatever needs to be done. You know, that's just the way it is. But for me personally, if anybody tells me that I'm a racist, that because I support him, you're an asshat. You get to go right to the top of the list of asshat of the day. Okay? That's just, you got no leg to stand on. Ever. Okay? Now, I know that there are other people out there who have different views, different opinions, different perspectives on these things, different ideas, and varying opinions about those ideas. I totally and absolutely understand that. That's okay by me. You've got a First Amendment right to do so. I will support your right to say that, even though I may disagree with you. Okay? But I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Please, freeamericaradio@usa.com, freeamericaradio@usa.com. Go to freeamericaradio.us for more information. That's freeamericaradio.us for more information. And to listen to the views expressed live from that page. show and schedule page up top. You can just click it. And please come join me on the Views Expressed Live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Spreaker.com, also at freeamericaradio.us, and also on wakingupthemasses.com, and broadcasting throughout the Chickamauga, Georgia area on 1610 a.m. That's a lot to remember, isn't it? Well, just back up a bit, replay this. You'll hear it. There's so many things going on that I want to reveal to you who's pushing the buttons and pulling the handles. And the only time that anybody can actually and factually understand who is doing this, who is controlling everything from behind the scenes, the only person that can get out and get their boots on the ground to find out all this is you. Your state-run media sucks. They lie to you all the time. Your politicians have lied to you all the time. They don't give a crap about you. Never have, never will. I mean, why should they? They're in a position of power. They don't need you anymore. Right? So anyway, freeamericaradio.us is the website. freeamericaradio@usa.com is the email. Come join me on the Views Express Live, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's Views Expressed Live, not lie, live. Got a V in there, right? I say that so fast sometimes I hear myself and I'm like, whoa. So, the Views Expressed Live at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on Spreaker.com, wakingupthemasses.com, and freeamericaradio.us. So I hope to see you in the chat room, and come join me, and we got a lot to talk about. Go to Free America Radio on Facebook to get caught up on some of the news that I'll be talking about. Talk to you guys later.